Hi guys, welcome back to Build to Scale. This is episode 14 of the video series, which is for trades and construction businesses to help you grow and scale and one day get off the tools, or at least have a business that you can sell one day that is an asset. So each week we dive into a different topic to do with advertising, marketing, sales, processes, systems and tools. And this week we're going to look at a tool called HighLevel. HighLevel is a CRM tool. Some of you may use it, some of you may have heard of it. And if you haven't heard of it, a CRM tool is a customer relationship management tool that can help you save time in your business by automating all the boring admin stuff that you don't want to do. It can also help make you money by ensuring you don't miss calls, and it's going to help you grow and scale faster. So we're going to look at 5 ways that HighLevel can save you time, make you money, and help you grow your business in this episode. So this is a very typical scenario. I've plucked that figure out of the air. It could be a £500 job, it could be 1,500, it could be 2,000, it could be any sort of job. But if you miss that call and you don't have a system in place for answering those calls, then you are potentially leaving business on the table for your competitors, because the customer is just going to go straight onto Google, go for the next listing, and call them. And if they've got a better system for handling calls, missed calls that is, then invariably they're going to get the business, or at least have a better chance of getting that business. So if you haven't got something set up in your business where if you miss a call, there is a good solution in place, then you're definitely going to like what I'm going to explain to you in a minute. So your business does have lots more staff available. You just don't know it yet because you're not using these tools effectively. So in the old world, typically tradies will miss calls, they'll forget to follow up on quotes, they'll be chasing reviews manually. Reviews are really important to grow your business. They're never more important now in the world of AI. Reviews are critical to growing your business locally, and you're going to lose customers to time because you've not been in touch with them. A CRM system like HighLevel is going to ensure that every single call gets answered, every lead gets followed up, that your jobs get a review email automatically, and that every single customer is reactivated in some way, because you can do campaigns in HighLevel. Email campaigns. You can either send them monthly or quarterly, but basically you need to be keeping in touch with your customers, because if you don't and somebody else comes along, you run the risk of losing that customer to one of your local competitors. So we're going to look at 5 ways. This is the first way. So HighLevel has a fantastic AI agent built into it that can be deployed so that if you miss a call, it automatically gets answered by the AI agent. And this could be out of hours, so you could switch it on just in the evenings if you didn't want to switch it on in the day. And you can train your AI agent on every single aspect of your business, every service you offer, pricing, your process for quoting and surveying jobs. It can be trained on everything. And the lines between an AI agent and a human agent are so blurred now, it's very difficult to tell the difference. So something to bear in mind. It does take a bit of a leap of faith, and I understand the natural sort of pushback to want to use AI. But this is going to save you time. This is going to ensure that you don't miss a call, and the AI agent can handle it to a point where it can direct them to the best course of action. So it can direct them to pages on your website, it can qualify them. So it just means that you never have to miss a call. If you don't want to switch it on in the day, that's fine. You can just switch it on in the evening when you're not around to pick up the calls. So method number 2, and it kind of links a little bit with the first one. If you don't want to deploy an AI agent to answer the phone on your behalf, then you can at least look at things like text back. So if you do miss a call, the customer gets a text back within a few seconds to say, hey, look, sorry we missed your call. We're working on a job. We'll be in touch shortly. At least the customer knows that they're going to get some sort of service from this business, and it's going to stop them going to the next listing in Google, which is always a chance of happening. So this is really easy to set up in HighLevel. You can customize the message with whatever you want. And it's just a really neat way of adding to your customer service proposition, and also making sure that you don't miss customer. The third way that HighLevel is going to help you grow your business is it's going to take away the manual job of requesting reviews from people. So if you use your HighLevel CRM effectively, you've got it set up correctly, every time you complete a job, it's going to send the customer an automated email, and it could potentially send a series of emails. So to remind them to leave you a review. So traditionally, this has always been done sporadically when you think about it, or when you're sort of in the mood for requesting reviews, or when you remember at the end of a job. But this takes away you having to remember it, because it does it automatically. So you can grow your reviews locally very, very fast using this automation within HighLevel. And reviews, as I said a minute ago, are just the most important thing right now. They're not only important in Google as a source of trust and credibility in your business, but also AI tools like Claude, ChatGPT, Copilot. They're looking at reviews for businesses as a way to cite them. So when people are doing research in these sort of tools, of which they are all the time, if you've got a good solid base of reviews, you're more likely to get cited by AI tools, because they see it as a trust signal. So the fourth way that HighLevel is going to help you is it can automatically follow up on quotes. So if you've gone round to a customer's house and you've prepared a quote and you've emailed them the quote, unless you have a system for what happens next, 2 days, 3 days goes by, unless you remember to follow up that customer, or you've got a process in place, or you've got somebody doing it, then those are going to fall through the cracks in your business, and you could be missing out on thousands of pounds, tens of thousands over the course of a year by not automating this. So again, in HighLevel, you can send a quote through HighLevel, and it will set up a reminder, and it will email that customer several times, not in an annoying way, but just after a few days, every few days, just to remind them. Because quite often people need 4, 5, 6 prompts before they'll actually take action. And it's not you being annoying, it's just doing what all businesses do. If you've ever bought anything online or put stuff in your cart and forgotten about it, and then left the website, you're going to get a reminder that you've got stuff in your basket. And more often than not, you'll go back and order that stuff. This is just a way of ensuring that customers get prompted when they've asked for a quote, and it takes away a lot of the heavy lifting. It does it automatically for you. And the fifth way that HighLevel can save you time is you can have a little chatbot feature on your website. So if you don't want an out of hours AI call agent, you can actually have a little chatbot that appears on the screen when customers visit your website. And again, it can be trained on every aspect of your business. And it's very quick and easy to set up once you've got HighLevel in your business. And it can have a conversation with prospects, and it can direct them through to the right page, or it can take their details if you want to call them back tomorrow. However you want it set up, the chatbot can be set up, for your tone of voice, for your brand, and it will be trained on every aspect of your business. So they're just 5 ways. HighLevel is an incredible tool. It's got a lot more in the tool itself. One of the ways I use it is digital contracts, and you can set up digital contracts in HighLevel so that it sends the customer a digital version of the contract to sign. If it's a boiler or any sort of agreement, you can get HighLevel to send that through. So there's so many ways that it can help you. You can build landing pages in it really quickly. So if there's particular services that you want to launch, like a service plan or something, you can create pages very quickly. And it's got AI kind of embedded into the tool as well. So it's really smart, really intuitive. It's like having a team member. It's like having multiple team members in your business. You've got the calendar functionality, you've got email in there, you've got the reviews, you've got chatbot, you've got voice agents, you've got so much in there. The tool itself is less than 100 quid a month. So it's really efficient in terms of costs, and it's like 24/7 employees working in your business. Now, if you work with us, so if you're a client of We Are SMC, we actually give you HighLevel as part of being a client, and we help you get it set up. So if you do look at one of our marketing packages, whether it's SEO or whether it's the Book Solid system, we actually give you this for free. We set it up for you, and it's a tool that's available to you to use. You know, and the key takeaway for this is no business is too small for this. In fact, if you're a small business and you're trying to grow and scale without hiring lots of people, because I understand there's headache and there's overheads with hiring lots of people to do this sort of stuff. You know, this can be set up and running in your business in the background, quietly doing all of these admin tasks for you. But you know, it comes back to you know, what I've kind of said before, which is unless it's set up correctly, unless you use it correctly, you know, it's not going to be of any use to you. It's only as good as the people using it and the information that it's got, you know, in the system itself. So once it's set up, and if it's set up correctly, then you'll find it will be a great asset for your business. So if you do want to see what this can do for you, then you can book a growth audit. So a growth audit is where we look at your business from the outside, and we send you a 5-minute video on how you can improve your presence online, how you can grow your business online, what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are. We'll look at your website, we'll look at your Google business, and we'll look at opportunities. And you'll get a 5-minute video. There's no sales pitch in the video. It's just a 5-minute video on your business. So if you do want to, that, go and check it out on our website, wearesmc.co.uk. And I look forward to joining you next week for another episode of Build to Scale. I hope you enjoyed that one. If there's anything in there that you don't understand, drop me a message on my website, or you can contact me on LinkedIn, or drop us a comment on this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.